From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. With no active tropical storms or hurricanes currently in the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean Sea, or Atlantic Ocean, some may think that the tropical season has already ended. However, AccuWeather hurricane experts warn that people should not be lulled into a false sense of security. AccuWeather lead hurricane expert Alex Da Silva said that as we move into early November, the focus for tropical development shifts closer to the United States. Typically, the areas of focus late in the season are the Caribbean and off the southeast coast. Specifically, the Caribbean is the primary area of interest that AccuWeather hurricane experts are watching. This area has been outlined for well over a week, and the dates for expected development are drawing closer. Da Silva said that atmospheric conditions will be very conducive for development in the Central Caribbean from late this week into early next week. Very warm water combined with low wind shear can allow for development. Now, low wind shear is conducive for tropical development. In the case of low wind shear, an organizing tropical feature does not get torn apart before it can fully develop. Meanwhile, warm water provides fuel for additional showers and thunderstorms to develop, allowing further organization. There is another factor aiding in the potential tropical development. The potential tropical development is partially the result of the Central American gyre, which is more active at the start and the end of the tropical season. Now, regardless of development, widespread downpours are expected over much of the Caribbean this week. Life-threatening mudslides and flash flooding can result, even in the unlikely event that a tropical depression or a tropical storm does not develop. Although tropical storms that form from the gyre can sometimes take several days to become better organized, development can sometimes ramp up quickly once it begins. Now, most recently, Oscar rapidly intensified from a tropical rainstorm to a hurricane in just a matter of hours. Da Silva said that storms in the Caribbean usually move to the north or the northeast in November. Now, that means that residents and visitors from Florida, including the Gulf Coast to the Carolinas, will have to keep a close eye on development. Even if a tropical storm forms and tracks into Mexico or Central America, changing steering winds can turn that storm to the northeast and toward Florida later on. Hurricane Mitch, from around the same time of the year in 1998, did just that maneuver. Although much of the focus is on the Caribbean, there is a second area with a low risk of tropical development. Now, this second area that may develop will be associated with the tail end of a cold front that will move off the East Coast late this week. If an area of low pressure forms and is not attached to the front, then the development potential could increase. That's all for now. For more stories and regional forecasts, visit AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, including a hurricane tracker, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.